Hi there. Welcome to the closing out of the week, the Friday edition of Coach Kimmy J's video blog. I am really praying and wishing that you've had a really fantastic week that has been very productive and fun-filled. That is my dream for you for this past week, and hopefully I have manifested that correctly, and many of you have had such a week, because I have. It has been such a wonderful week. I had a tiny health challenge on yesterday, but I overcame that greatly, and I said, resistance, you are not winning any battles over here. I've got this. And so with the help of the universe and God and me doing what I need to do, we were able to back resistance right on out of here. And I love it when a plan comes together. I love it. Anyway, so this week we focused on mindset. We focused on thinking about our fears and how our fears serve us no good, how they serve to apprehend us from doing the things that we really need and want to do. So the one thing, how did you do? How did you do on your assignment? I was going to read a question here, but I want to ask you that. How did you do on that assignment? Your assignment was to write down 3 of your greatest fears and then to reframe them with positive thoughts. And how did you do with that? You know, it's important that we acknowledge the fear. And once we acknowledge it, then we can begin to deal with it. So I did have one viewer that sent me a question. And her question was, I'll just read it here for you. Why is it that it is so difficult for me to keep my mind focused on positive things? And my answer to that is this. You have to train your mind to be focused on positive things. And that's why it may be a little difficult for you, because this is a new practice for you. You may work in an environment where people are very negative, or you may hang around some folks that are negative all the time, or you may have some negative people that live with you. And when you do, all those influences all those outside influences really come in to serve and create a negative environment for you as well. And so in order to make it positive, you have to acknowledge when it's negative and reframe the thought. You have to remove yourself out of the situation as much as possible. Like if you're at work, when they start talking negative things, then you want to remove yourself from that conversation. But I know it can be a difficult thing to stay positive when you're first starting out and learning how to be positive. But honey girl, once you get it, you are going to be positive all the time. That will not be a thought. So I hope that helped. Our declaration for this week was, I have faith enough in who I am to overcome my fears. And, faith overcomes fears. We talked about that in the last video. And my written blog this week was about slaying the dragon, conquering the fears of the mind. And that was just part 1 of it. In a few weeks, I will do the second part, and I will give you some tools and resources that will help you overcome those fears that's in your mind. Well, it has been a wonderful week. We've done quite a bit of things where we focused on fear, and that is something that's very important, because what gets focused on gets done. So if we focus on fear, then we'll figure out how do we eradicate that in our lives. It's a beautiful weekend here in Georgia. It's very hot. I'm not a fan of that heat, but that's okay. I will survive. No problem. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Goodbye.